I got hit by like. Oh wait, are we live?
Yep. What's going on, geeks and gamers? Welcome to Gaming with Geeks. We are here to do a reaction to EA Play. We know we're not always the biggest fans of EA, but we're going to see what they have to announce today. Mark was just talking about his rage that he had yesterday during Mario Kart.
I got actually furious.
We were wondering what happened to you. That's like,
I hit on Rainbow Road. I was like in 8th and got hit by a blue shell, and then bit by someone's like plotted plant thing that comes out back to back, and then I slid off the road. I was just like, yeah, forget this game. I hard canceled out my Switch. I didn't say goodbye to X-Ray Girl. I just like texted her later on. That story, I quit. She's like, wait, you quit? She's like, I thought your internet went down or something. I'm like, no. A Nintendo game made me furious.
Yeah, we just thought you stopped. Like that. We
thought you left when X-Ray Girl went. So
no, I wouldn't leave without saying goodbye unless I was very, very angry, and that was. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Trust me.
That's good stuff right there. So
that's right. So how are you guys doing today? We kind of set this up kind of last minute. Weren't sure if we were going to do it or not, but we're here now. We're ready.
I'm always every day that I'm not on Twitter is a good day for me. So I'm doing great. So
man, you're such a pussy. That's exactly what Campia says too.
Well, but Campia went out because he couldn't take the nonsense that he was part of. But I went out blaze of glory, Abby memes and all. So
that's right. That's right.
Oh, and the memes have continued today.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh my gosh.
The leak of the Abby sex scene is.
Oh, my video on that is crushing right now. It's like it's over 32,000 views in less than 2 hours. So it's killing it.
I guess, we could talk about it more on the podcast because I want Lethal here for this, especially because like me, he's a connoisseur of anime boobs. And it's just so funny that Sony is censoring more than Nintendo is. Like anime games that have like cleavage and stuff, Nintendo is censoring less than Sony is these days. Yet they have what seems like, at least as far as how explicit it is, like an HBO tier sex scene in their like flagship game. It's like, oh, but we can't have anime cleavage. That's like inappropriate.
Like, the idea of desexualizing all of the women in this game and then having sex scenes is strange.
I should be clear. I'm not against there being sex scenes in games. I just sort of think they should be consistent with it. I think it should all be fine. I think that if a Japanese developer wants to make a game with all sorts of anime boobs in it, they should be able to do that. And if Neil Druckmann wants to make a game where a very muscular androgynous woman has doggy style sex with the dude who kind of looks like him, he should be allowed to do that too. Like, I'm not saying that shouldn't be in the game. It's just weird that Sony would take such a hard stance against the former and not care at all about the latter.
Yeah. Great. Someone said, let's see. Someone said, I heard David Riley heard about this live stream from the Drunk 3PO live stream on Twitch. Well, I'm glad you're here, David.
Thank you, Drunk.
Can we stream? Can we snipe him for a second? Is he's playing his Lego games right now? We can just snipe Drunk. So
here, we can a little bit. He had 30 people in there earlier. He was doing really well.
It's Wednesday. I should have done my stream today.
It's Thursday.
Oh crap! I should have done it yesterday. Sorry, yesterday I was working on the Dead Cells video for most of the day, and I realized there's an issue when a game has randomized loadouts and you can't predict what you're.
That's the ad on Drunk's video.
Amazing.
Let's see. Krista says, I'm upset he hasn't played Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, he was playing Wheel of Fortune the other day.
What is this, Lego Harry Potter? Is that Harry Potter? I'm just going by the character in the top
chat
left.
Told him that we're sniping him yet?
I did.
What am I supposed to do? What happened in the movie? What was he supposed to get? Was he supposed to find something?
What happened in the movie?
Kind of like sick.
Oh, okay. This is from the 4th movie.
Stream snipe. What's stream sniping? Are you sharing my thing? You sharing my junk? Right?
I gave him some pride
hurt
bits.
that thing. Ooh, I killed it. Our Capitals cheered 100 bits for Gay Pride Month. Thank you for showing your pride.
All right. There we go.
That's how that works.
All right, let's stop before we lose all of our viewers. So
yeah,
you're still sharing.
I gotcha. I'm still tagging the video. So, all right. But yeah, so we are getting ready. We're just a couple minutes away, guys, from EA Play. We are going to do a reaction to it. I'm finishing tagging this video. Hopefully get a few more people in here. Let's see.
I want Titanfall 3. I don't care if logic says that's not going to happen. I'm going to hold on to hope that we get a Titanfall 3. Don't even think about it, Mark. Don't even think about it. Let me have.
You hear me saying anything?
Just let me have this, Mark. Okay.
So we're clear. I also want there to be a Titanfall 3. So that is like set in stone. I'm not against Titanfall 3. I just don't think it's going to happen today. That's it.
Aditya Singh for £2 says Lego Harry Potter plays itself. So fitting.
Oh yeah, and he was having issues getting through it, which means our Dark Souls playthrough is get ready for a couple 100 hours of content, everybody.
Do you want to say anything about the website where they can watch that, Jeremy?
Oh yes, premium subscription on the website, and just as I do the website plug, we just hit 2,400 signed up members to the website. 2,400, 6 days after our official launch. 2,400 members. That is incredible. That is far beyond my my highest expectations for the first few days. But yeah, if you want to become a premium member of the website, that's where you're going to be able to see Mark the Cyborg narrating as Drunk 3PO brings his Lego Harry Potter skills to Dark Souls. It is going to be glorious, and I cannot wait. Probably a few weeks away from that actually happening, so you still have plenty of time. $10 a month is the minimum. Some have given more. We do appreciate that. You do have the option to give more, but it's $10 a month minimum. Also, Chris Nova will be playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and Mario Kart 8 streams, and more announcements are going to be coming with the premium membership, along with a forum that's going to be specific for premium members, and that's mainly so we can have the communication we need. Yeah, Sir Sherrace says Titanfall is underappreciated. It is the most underappreciated game of at least the last generation, in my opinion. Would you agree with that, Mark?
I absolutely would. As far as a game that should have been more successful than it was, I honestly can't think of a better example this console generation than Titanfall 2. The previous one, it was Vanquish, but Titanfall 2 this time. And there is a Titanfall review that I made recently on Gaming with Geeks. If you guys check in our reviews tab.
That's right. Now, I haven't played the first Titanfall in a long time. Is it still operational? There might be 30 people playing it, maybe?
I did play it while I'm capturing footage for that video, and it took me about 15 minutes to get into game with one person who smoked me. Like this person never stopped playing Titanfall, and it was embarrassing. Like I think I was like 1 in 25 against him. Like I killed him once, or her. Like
probably her. More than likely.
It was very likely Belle Delphine. Like she just needed to fight me in Titanfall, and then she came back. And
that's true. Luke Skywalker, love you guys in your videos. Well, thank you, Luke Skywalker. Appreciate that. There you go. Eric Maldonado. We want Jeremy to play Broforce. I've heard.
Actually gonna see. I know I have Broforce on PS4. I wonder if it's even on Steam.
They added Titanfall 2 to Steam today, actually.
Just seriously?
A couple hours ago. Yeah, a couple hours ago they did. When I made the Cyberpunk delayed video, I noticed that.
Oh, well, Jeremy, that might mean we might get some Titanfall news then.
I think we could. When I heard about that.
Yeah, there it is on sale for $13 too.
Just
Canadian.
Give me Titanfall 3. There is not outside of a Mario Galaxy 3. There's not an announcement I want more in gaming than Titanfall 3. That is what I want more than anything. Well, the Mario Galaxy Remastered too. I want those pretty bad. But outside of that, Titanfall 3. That is what I want more than anything. I want Titanfall 3. Okay, maybe a Half-Life 3. A lot of threes, okay? There's a lot of threes involved with the announcements, but realistically, Titanfall 3 is possible. I don't think it's probable. But we'll see. You know, if they really want to.
I hate watching the chat on these things. It's just like people are saying, like, I want a Jedi Fallen Order VR game. It's like, why? Fuck you.
Here's the reason why that would be tough, because if you want feedback from a lightsaber, a lot of like a lightsaber duel would be the lightsabers hitting each other. That's what would feel good about that, and that's hard to do in VR.
Right.
A lightsaber game where you're fighting against stormtroopers only, though, could work because you would just be cutting through everything like butter.
Nettles Nerd says, so in the G&G website, can we have a link to a personal Discord or gaming Discord in the bio? I mean, I've never tried. I haven't tested that, but yeah, but you should be able to have that feature. If that feature is restricted, just use that report issue button. And that, because that's really like right now we do have website issues, a forum for that, but my webmasters have not really moved on to that. You know, I was talking to them yesterday and they said that they've closed out over 100 tickets so far, and they still have about 75 more to address. Shout out to Nick and Frank, webmasters on the site. They are killing it. They are doing incredible work. But I have no problem if you're asking me, just if that's okay. I have no problem if you put any of your personal websites, Discords, or anything. If it's not allowing it, then let my guys know in the report issue button, and we will look into that. So, but yeah, personal, advertising and any of that, I have no problem with that on the website. Obviously, within reason. You know, we have had a few twat waffles that have. And honestly, I'll tell you guys off camera. I think I know who's behind our situation we ran into the other day on the website. You know, we have people creating accounts to actively make us look bad on the website, and it's pathetic, man. These fucking people are pathetic.
There's a Jeremy Loves the Last Jedi account.
Oh, that's funny. So. Is there?
I'm just kidding.
There probably will be.
The Price is Right review for $20. Thank you so much, Price. Something my favorite peeps request. I hope you guys give Crash Bandicoot game some love this coming week. A new game trailer is going to drop soon. I'm over the moon hyped for it. This is the first new Crash game in 12 years. The comeback is here.
Yeah, Vicarious Visions did quite a good job on that Insane trilogy. The remake, really, I guess they were kind of remasters because they more or less played the same. But the re-ish things of Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, and Warped.
Yeah, I can't say I'm the biggest Crash Bandicoot fan per se. I do love Crash Team Racing. I do have the newer Crash Team Racing. I haven't put as much time into it as I would like. Honestly, I don't know. I wonder if we should play Crash Team Racing as a group on Twitch sometime. I mean, a lot of people love Crash Team Racing. I love it. I don't think it has quite that same level of craziness as Mario Kart, but I'm 100%. Do you have Crash Team Racing, Mark? I know you don't.
I believe I've got it on Steam, but talking everyone else into getting it there would be tricky because
it's not cross-platform, is it?
I know, I don't think so.
Yeah, so but yeah, I'm excited for a new Crash game just in general. I can't say it's been on my radar per se, but I am pretty excited about it.
Darth Thanos says, pretend that like button is Abby's butthole and smash it.
We don't know that that's what was going down.
No, we don't.
Or maybe not. No.
I recorded a video before I did this that I'll probably have to upload after we're done with the stream, and then I'll make it live after I'm on with Jay today. But
things are happening.
Yeah,
2-minute countdown.
Okay, you got the music, the premiere music. There it is.
There it is. Hang on a minute. Garth says, Jeremy, I hope you can make an app version of Geeks and Gamers that I will sign up. Congratulations for the Geeks and Gamers website. An app is happening in the near future. It's more so like once we establish the website, we can establish a consistent, level of revenue. Then I will. The next step is for me to commit to the app. I've already had discussions about someone developing an app for us. So just remember, everything you're doing right now with supporting the website is supporting the next phase, the next step, and the app is the next step. So appreciate it, everybody. Go ahead, Ryan, my bad.
Stiffman28, I like the name. Keep fighting, bros. We will. I appreciate it. Really appreciate that super chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I got to make a quick correction. It is a Crash Insane trilogy I have on Steam. It doesn't look like Crash Team Racing is on Steam. So maybe PS4 is the only place to get it.
And when you said Titanfall 2 was for like $13, do you mean Canadian? Isn't it really like $9.99 US?
Probably. Okay. Well, I'm seeing. I bought it though just now on Steam just to show my support.
Wow, nice.
That's how much I love that game. I've now bought it 3 times.
There you go.
2 of them on the same platform, technically, like Steam and Origin, but still.
All right, we got 30 seconds left. I guess we'll see what happens. I really can't wait for the Madden 2021 gameplay. That's what I'm really hyped for.
Yeah. I hear they've updated the roster this year.
Peter Sharon says, I signed up to the website. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support.
So right here where my mouse is going, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is where there's a big crack in my screen after my monitor fell last night. So I can't even see it. There it is, the full screen button. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
Hello and welcome everyone to EA Play.
The inventor of the loot box.
We're happy that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you, including creative, innovative, and really fun new games, and a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel.
Whoa!
Yeah, this has certainly been a challenging year.
This was ready for
from natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic. These brave heroes.
This was supposed to be
safe and healthy
a week ago before it got delayed for BLM.
For their amazing dedication while working from home.
This is probably still from that.
I can't believe they actually played it though. Thanking first responders and cops. Ooh, that's dangerous.
Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together to play and do amazing things for each other.
We're glad you paid for our game.
Pork tongue on Andrew Wilson
on the planet. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world.
There you go.
Here we go.
Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference.
Trump supporters too?
By personal preference, you mean political preference? I doubt that.
Making our communities fun.
Probably. They just want money.
We also have real work to do to bring greater diversity into our company.
Oh, God.
And we are committed to doing that work. Today we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better. They can
you open up with fucking politics.
Self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts believe in that. And it's why we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences.
Metal Nerds for $5 watched Abby smash. And all I have to say is, wow, rip anime titties, R.I.P.
Nothing will ever kill anime titties. Let's get that straight. They're here to stay.
I'm Greg Miller, and welcome.
Miller. Miller.
Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was going to fly. I was going to land the X-Wing on stage. I was going to set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam.
Did you see this cocksucker's fucking review for Last of Us 2?
No.
I can imagine it.
Circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Jane? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still going to bring you the EA play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore.
This is such a cringe show so far.
Yeah, EA is the masters of cringe.
Their greatest fantasies.
Debatable if EA or Ubisoft does it worse. Ubisoft goes a little bit more European. They'll have like circus performers and shit. They're just like, why are these people here?
What is the chat saying on the actual video? I'm gonna go read it.
They're just oh yeah, actually that's a good point. They're just talking about stuff they want.
Write them down as they appear. And
Skate 4, Battlefield 3,
where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere.
Oh, Battlefront, I guess.
None of us
I was about to say, I was like, Battlefield 3 is a game that happened.
First thing I see in the chat is Titanfall 3 confirmed.
That's right.
That's all people want is Titanfall 3. It's not even going to happen, but that's what we want.
Yeah, it's Apex.
You should smile.
Trey Courtney, his fucking voice.
Hey, Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger.
Respawn!
Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming
Yeah, it's Apex.
I don't fucking care about Apex.
And we're just getting started. Season 4 saw
Crossplay,
more than ever before. And you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a season ever.
Took out an enemy. Hold on to your holograms.
Okay,
we hope you've been enjoying Season 5, Fortune's
Fate,
shot, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba, a major map change to Kings Canyon, rest in peace, Skulltown, an all-new ranked series, and a ton of quality of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures.
All of these presentations have been so fucking cringe.
Nothing will ever top the Need for Speed Payback announcement though. They had like some Vine star and the teleprompter shorted out or something, so he was just left to talk about it off the top of his head and he didn't know what to say at all.
Mark, should I give Apex a shot as much as I love Titanfall?
I think of it more like Warzone than Titanfall. But also that climbing up walls and sliding on hills are what are the kind of main the pillars of the mobility in the game. So there's no double jumping, no wall running, but only oh crap. I used to use him a lot. The robot, he's the only one with like a grappling hook like that. But like, see how the sliding, you slide really fast when you do crouch slides on the ground. And there's hero ability, so everyone's got kind of their own thing. It's a good game. Like I like it quite a lot.
I don't need guns. I know what I'm looking for. I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
I might give it a shot.
It's free. Might as well.
We could all play it sometime.
On PC?
No.
Well, it just means I'm not going to be able to snipe then.
That brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved. It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map. Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates.
Is that an execution?
Yeah.
Mobile respawn beacon. You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle.
It does look like, it does have a Titanfall feel to it.
Look. They built it out of like the bones of Titanfall 2.
What motivates this drone wielding hacker?
Who cares? Engine too. The same engine as Half-Life 2.
CZ 2 pounds. Did they pay Greg Miller in soy enemas? Likely.
I think you could pay Greg Miller in anything and he will take the job. That guy like is the biggest shill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
Last year, he's like, we're all excited about Anthem. Anthem has been like, it's had a couple bumps, but you know, it's gonna be great, isn't it? And you're just like, oh, come on, Greg. You probably don't play Anthem at all.
That's right. This fall, we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping, wondering, praying. So before you ask, yeah, Crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
There it is. There it is.
There we go.
One of the biggest requests we get, and we're thrilled to finally deliver it to our fans.
Can't wait to get destroyed by.
I think he did say this fall, though. Did he?
Yeah, he did say this fall.
We're huge fans.
Apex on Switch too,
and we're incredibly.
I mean, this fall means like a couple months.
Yeah.
And we'll share more
like
months ahead.
what sucks is it's
So
not
that
like,
means
oh,
you
crossplay now.
Where you and your friends prefer to play? Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, or on the PC via Origin and Steam.
That's pretty big.
Good
That's
call. Yeah, this is very good news for Apex.
On behalf of the entire Apex team, we want to thank our.
All right, if you're gonna show Nintendo some love, I'm gonna give Apex a shot. I'm gonna give Apex a shot.
I heard Last of Us Part 2 is coming to Switch.
On June 23rd.
Stiff Man for $10. Oh yeah, fuck Naughty Dog. Solo lost money. Ryan K, they stole your face. Love Geeks and Gamers. Thank you, Stiff Man. Yeah, fucking EA, those bastards.
Thank you so much.
I might be here. I might be here next one they show. I might when they do the Star Wars Squadrons gameplay.
Cool, everyone. One thing I admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having such a diverse range of characters.
God.
If they go from Sims to Madden, I'll be like, oh god, yeah, you have no idea what your audience that actually watches these things are, dude.
How many times are you going to mention diversity?
It can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So,
I'm sure
to tell you in their own words.
You make the Sims. You can make your characters look like anything.
I'm a white woman. I'm introducing everyone else who's diverse.
Empowering, actually, and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was open.
They get to see my personality first.
Fucking retarded Harry Potter.
Seeing my disability, I guess.
The vast majority of people that play The Sims create a house that has no doors and no toilet and watch the people shit themselves to death. That's like most of the Sims audience does stuff like that.
Oh my god, Avada Kedavra, get this guy off.
To undo it.
Like that's what I mean. Like the people that play The Sims, aren't they just like they don't even want to go outside, so they just build themselves a home with a cat and play that out?
It's a game that has an audience. People like it. It's probably not too dissimilar from the same kind of crowd that would play stuff like Animal Crossing. So it's not like it's not a game that, or like it's not like it's a game that I don't want to exist. But I also think that you don't need to dedicate a segment to this kind of show for them. But likewise for stuff like Madden, people that buy Madden every year don't give a rat's ass about EA Play. They're not going to be watching. They don't care. They know their game's coming.
I play to build meat.
I play.
That wasn't Harry Potter. What the fuck?
Myself.
I play to make a difference.
I play to feel good about myself.
And most people play video games to not be themselves.
This is so
you don't
bad.
have to see yourself reflected in a game you play. You can play as a character.
Are they going? So are we going to get a Madden announcement? You guys anticipate that?
Yeah,
they're probably going to talk about Madden and FIFA for at least a couple minutes each.
So I demand two things with Madden. Number one, I want the ability to kneel during the national anthem. And then number two, I want more diversity in Madden. I want to see more, like breakdown on the diversity. So we need more white people, more white players. So and I'll be upset if we don't get this. So
Jeremy, that's getting clipped out.
Oh, absolutely.
I've heard EVS talk about this like a shit ton. We talked about that study that Lego did back in the day to see why more like girls weren't playing with Legos, and what a lot of girls would do when they were playing, like they wouldn't pretend to be Batman, right? They would make Batman pretend to be a girl. They'd bring Batman to the tea party. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's very similar to what I see like them, kind of marketing this through right now, where people are trying to make other things themselves as opposed to just playing as the character you're given. This looks so stupid.
Well, I mean, like, it's just, I would be reluctant to say this is stupid because it's just not my type of game. Like, there are people that enjoy The Sims. They love it. There's a reason that this game makes as much money as it does. I don't think there's people who are like, yeah, EA's got a press conference that I'm going to watch for like announcements on new Star Wars games and stuff. Those people aren't like, please give me some Sims news. Like they don't really. It's not the people who are watching this right now.
I mean, I could care.
Oh my god!
And Krista just lost her shit.
Krista, we just got Baby Yoda.
Adidas Singh for
everyone,
£2.
Alice here from the social team.
Yeah, where's your fucking cat at? EA, diverse. Don't boycott, please. Yeah, that's right.
Not just the Sims 4 arriving on Steam today.
Let's see if she heard that. I know she was.
She's been Way Out and Dead Space 3 are all playable right this second.
And when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall, you can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can also expect to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the
EA Access, for those who don't know, is basically like Game Pass. It's a subscription service for EA games.
This is Command and Conquer Remastered.
I've heard a lot of people asking for this.
I still haven't got around to playing it yet, though.
I've heard a lot of people asking for this.
I just checked. She sent me a message, said she was going to step away for a minute, so she missed it. I'm going to tell her. Be back.
Yeah, I used to play the living hell out of these two games back when I was a kid. They are really good. If you guys have never played a real-time strategy game before, Command and Conquer would be a good place to start. And Red Alert's very funny. It's like kind of if the Cold War never ended is the premise behind it.
Welcome back, Commander.
Titanfall 3. Just give me Titanfall 3.
Isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
Yay! Expect 7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months, including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year.
I love
Burnout Paradise is also very, very good.
Starting with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who you want. It's about playing together.
Absolutely. Now, let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Quick reminder, special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere.
Did you ever play Split Second, Mark?
Yeah, it was good.
I love Split Second, man. Such a good game.
So Greg Miller's from It's Kind of Funny, the YouTube channel. It's Kind of Funny. I think.
Yeah, just Kind of Funny.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's the one you shared that video. I swear to God, Mark. Stiffman28 for $5. We need more diversity in Madden. We need more Chinese quarterbacks.
No, if for anybody out there that likes arcade racing games, play Split Second. Split Second is fantastic. I might
you can track down a copy of it nowadays. I don't know if it's on like maybe on Xbox Live. You might be able to get a digital copy.
And I think it's on Steam, isn't it?
Is it? Hold on.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a game, but it can be really hard to do it on your own.
Yeah. Greg Miller used to work at IGN. I used to be I used to like Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty when they had their whole, when Colin was part of Kind of Funny and everything. I liked the dynamic, but then when Colin did his joke on International Women's Day, and they all turned their back on him. None of them were standing up for him. Total bitches. These guys are supposed to be his friends, dude. They all fucking bent the knee. This was back, what, 2016, 2015?
2017. It was right around the time I lost my leg, actually. And then about a year afterwards, I went to LA and I was on Colin's podcast talking about my amputation before I started like making game videos or anything of my own at all. But Colin's a very nice guy. I will never say anything bad about him. I guarantee you, though, he probably likes The Last of Us quite a lot. So I've been doing my best to not engage him about the Naughty Dog stuff.
Or Nintendo.
Working on. We turn
Chris Clark for
fine with Nintendo, but like
Chris Clark for £2. Help campaign for a Simpsons hit and run remake.
Oh, Mahler would like that.
That'd be awesome.
And then Darkside Droids for $5. How much Joel could Abby smash if an Abby smash could smash Joel?
7.
I love Darkside Droids.
7 Joels.
Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars,
They played that clip and censored it.
No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man.
Why? Like, why play it?
I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there.
Tell me about your game, motherfucker.
We tried to move 5 times. The time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My third movie, Zozo, it's basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 feature movies, and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make a game.
How many? I'm not going to say that.
Control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you. In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity.
Yeah, Split Seconds on Steam. It looks like, Mark.
Yeah, it is. I checked. Sorry, I forgot to verify that.
Sorry.
Mostly positive ratings too. User ratings.
Stiffman28 for $5. Greg Miller's the biggest piece of shit in gaming. Last one and true. Jeremy turned me off.
Yeah. I don't understand the last part.
Thank you, Stiff Man. Appreciate all the super chats.
Yeah, Stiff Man has been really supportive. Yeah, I mean, Greg Miller, like I said, I used to find Greg entertaining. But when that whole thing happened with Colin, and I'm not the biggest fan of Colin per se. I respect Colin. But I've always liked Colin's honesty. But when they turned on him like that, I lost all respect for the kind of funny guys.
Yeah, it was, for those who don't know, on International Women's Day, Colin Moriarty tweeted peace and quiet, hashtag a day without a woman, and all of San Francisco lost their mind.
Yes, they did. All the games journalists turned on him, and really the only person that stood up for him was Dave Rubin. You know,
yeah,
Dave Rubin had his back.
And also, I mean, I don't want to speak too much about Colin's personal life, but the woman that Colin was dating at the time was like in bed with him when he made the tweet, and she was like, "Yeah, it's a funny joke."
So it was funny.
You know, it takes two is evidently what this is about.
When is International Women's Day? When in March?
All right, Joseph.
I'm gonna next year. I'm gonna say the same thing on social media.
Let's keep this.
I remember because, like I said, it was right around the time I lost my leg.
That's Jeremy saying that he's gonna get back on Twitter, guys. Just so you know.
No, I can do that on geeksgamers.com.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about the latest game.
Stop fucking telling dumbass jokes.
Always
Just
been
fucking show us the game.
Visual storytelling, creating strange worlds.
This is probably the Unravel guy.
Weirder, the better.
It's not
I
funny.
think my friend Ola would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker, something out of a gothic fairy tale.
It's braided so it's
the mood and some paintings, screw into the strange world, something out of a twisted dream. And that's the world.
I'm getting too comfortable on streams.
You're not gonna last long if you keep getting more comfortable.
I know.
After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of random. But fortunately,
She got any fucking smiles on her
Just like
face?
I have
Jesus,
Ola,
looks like Brie
he
Larson.
also has
I mean, like looking around at the art in the background, this game looks like it could have an interesting look to it, but it would be nice if they showed us the game and not concept art and strange-looking people talking.
We don't want to hear this shit.
Nothing wrong with looking strange, but I mean, the braid coming up, it looks strange. Let's be real.
Every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, my God.
The chaos around us. The guy who can't, though, even learns the power in doing just the opposite.
Yes, Christian, it is very Tim Burton.
I don't understand why EA in particular is all about these, like, not even a cinematic trailer. Let's just show some concept art. They did the same thing for Mass Effect Andromeda. Just to give you guys a good idea of where this could be going. It's basically them saying, we have nothing at all to show. We have an idea for a game. Here's our concept. We need to fill time at this press conference. Art.
Welcome to Random.
Fucking, oh my God.
Okay, here we go. This
That's
does
the thing,
look
like if they just hard cut to this and didn't have any of that preamble, I would probably be much more interested.
Yeah. This does look interesting.
A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations.
Literally looks exactly like Tim Burton.
Yeah, it does.
Or like a movie, Laika, Coraline or Paranorman too.
With the power to change everything.
Ragnar Soybrook. That's pretty funny.
And break the curse of random.
Well.
You can't have the sweet without the sour.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us, right?
Dicey. It's like what my kid named shit. When he gets a striped pet, a stuffed animal, he says it's called Stripey.
Really cool.
I think that looks pretty good. Nothing like it doesn't blow me away, but it looks okay.
I live that every day of my life.
I have zero desire to play that.
You didn't know that.
If anyone's been following the gold letters, it's PLA. I wonder what they could be spelling.
A whole lot sooner. Take it away, Kevin.
Adidas Singh, 2 pounds. Braided guy taking intravenous soy injections. I'm not sure if they're going in the veins or somewhere else, but yeah.
Have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I'm incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena. As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows you to get into the action and stay in the fight.
The Quake 3 mode?
Be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're going to love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena. Enjoy.
There better be rocket jumping or I'm going to be pissed.
Let's kick this into gear. The trophy will soon be mine.
Wrecked.
Have you ever wondered why life is so good on Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches.
Cannonball!
Quality public transportation. And exotic destinations. Another victory! The people are courteous and friendly.
Jolly good for me.
And always happy to help their fellow
Got a
citizens.
Fortnite vibe to it.
Yeah.
But the real reason life is so good?
I don't like that it's called Rocket Arena and it looks much more like Fortnite than Quake 3.
Let's hit the trail.
Third person too. Oh god.
I don't like it. I don't like it. This looks like shit. This looks stupid. No, thank you.
3v3 too. That's a weird.
There's your rocket.
I checked out once I saw it was third person and called Rocket Arena. I'm just like, granted, that's me like having a lot of like old school Quake snobbery about me, but Rocket Arena was like an old school favorite mode in like the Quake multiplayer games where it would be rockets only and people would be rocket jumping around. Rocket jumping is when you shoot the ground in front of you while jumping to shoot yourself up in the air.
No, this
you
looks,
take damage,
but this looks terribly generic.
Yeah, looks very much, hey, we want something that's kind of like Fortnite.
I'll just play it, run around as the fat white guy.
I mean, people might say the same thing though about Valorant, and like I like Valorant a lot. So
we need Reggie to show up and just announce Mario Strikers, new Mario Strikers. That's what we fucking need right there.
This year in EA Sports, instead of doing FIFA, we're doing Mario Strikers.
Don't worry though.
Try your luck and get the Waluigi, what's the word? Ultimate Team card for Mario Strikers 2021.
Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine...
Oh, okay, Captain Winkster, I can talk about frame rates. I'm watching this stream in another window, and this stream is running at 60 frames a second. So, good on you, EA.
Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th.
That game looks
plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played.
Calm down, Mark. Calm down.
That's why we're thrilled to announce
X-Ray Girls in the chat.
Oh, hey, baby. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. I normally when we're doing podcasts, yeah, that's how I find out. It's when Ryan clicks on her message.
PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some.
I mean, X-Ray Girl's dog is kind of ableist and definitely racist. I have a feeling she would hate this guy. I don't imagine the dog Harley would like gingers very much.
It's the simp comment. Letters hidden throughout the show and nearly cracked the code. Here's a hint. It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show,
I'm the best simp that ever simped. You all know it.
And a chance to win some great games on Steam. Now, from the future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night. And if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June.
Guaranteed he's not played this game.
Star Wars Squadron.
Okay, I promise you.
I want to see this
First
gameplay.
look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment.
Well, he said the word gameplay.
Anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills.
So they did record this
and the more
recently.
chills Take a look.
Why would this trailer give you feels and chills?
Because that's Wedge Antilles.
Is it? Wait, was Wedge Antilles in this trailer anywhere?
Yeah.
Did they make that clear? I didn't notice. But...
You got to be a Star Wars fan.
I am a Star Wars fan. I still didn't notice that.
It's about as quick as his appearance in Rise of Skywalker. So.
Oh, so he's not one of the people on the Rebels squadron?
No.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, all these people look like aliens except for that girl.
Diversity is our strength. Star Wars is fucking trash, dude. It's so bad now.
I mean, there was nothing at all emotionally affecting about that trailer.
Oh, there absolutely was. There was a lot of diversity, which really moved Greg Miller.
Celebrating, excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And here, to put the hype in hyperdrive, is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Frazier. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, in my copious notes,
How small his arms look.
You are quite the Star Wars fan.
Like small, like
how long have you liked Star
like he
Wars?
wear like his sleeves are like 29 inches long or something.
I remember the first time I saw the movies, and as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved.
He like can't tie his shoes.
A pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-wing or a TIE fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s.
Krista's back. Krista, you missed Baby Yoda in The Sims.
Yeah. Sims 4 on Steam, Krista. Baby Yoda.
Some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
I love
showing them right now.
I love that fucking game. I love this fucking game.
X-Wing and TIE Fighter?
Yeah.
I think at Motive, you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow, that's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan?
I hate this.
I love it too that the books in the background are all books about the Disney movies. Like just beside his ear, it's like Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, Solo, and Rogue One, the real Star Wars movies.
And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up, there was a really small group of us.
Exactly. This is 100% fake interview.
I wanted to make something new.
Nothing original about this or authentic about it. Nothing.
And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project.
Yeah,
and that ramped up.
if you end up losing, if you end up about to lose a match, you can just pull the holdo maneuver.
Nostalgia Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. You know, we're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think
you took the flight space combat from Battlefront. You're making your campaign around. Like, relax. You're not pulling inspiration from the old X-Wing and TIE Fighter games.
Well, no, it's supposed to be first person. It is supposed to be first person.
You can be first person in Battlefront 2.
Can you really?
And 1, yeah. In fact, that's always how I fly in those games.
I've only ever done the third person.
Straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers.
That's easier to shoot, I find, in first person.
From your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that.
Shut up.
I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
It's actually some of both. So the game starts with a brand new...
No fucking body cares about this shit. Nobody wants to hear this fake fucking
unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives, mission to mission, over the course of the story.
Oh, you create your own pilot. That's actually kind of interesting.
You familiar faces.
Dude, so many people in the main chat are asking for Titanfall, and I love it.
Say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to
Titanfall 3. Titanfall 3 is so good.
And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barrier, to make it as easy as possible for you to play.
All right, I'll jump in.
And so I'm happy to say...
I just said show us gameplay, losers.
You could be on PS4.
I'm going to say Titanfall 3 as well.
PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end. It's pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
You just Death Starred my mind, man. Like, I don't...
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I know what the Death Star is.
Actually play.
I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I'm going to make references. The show I love Star Wars.
Not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at...
Can you give us the last 4 minutes of our lives back while you're at it?
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron.
Showed a split second of gameplay and then cut to black. My favorite thing that modern trailers do while they're editing.
Hey, somebody in the EA chat just highlighted me and said, Geeks and Gamers, glad you got suspended.
Spanning 2 factions, all stations.
This is such amazing gameplay, guys. Not at all cinematics.
With the option to play
there
the
you go.
In VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience. Come on, come on! You'll begin your career in a single-player story.
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
Where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New
They had
Republic.
a black woman as an Imperial pilot.
Yeah, I thought the Empire was a white supremacist organization.
This world through your
Guess Gary Whitta was wrong.
in front of you.
Or was it the other one, Chris White?
About power management.
This is what I'm talking about. That is
with a
like
squadron of diverse
the
characters at your side.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, she just said squadron of diverse characters. Diversity, baby.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri
Ah, Hera.
Is that Hera? Fuck
Probably.
you.
Hey, I like
I don't hate Hera.
I like Hera.
Stupid saggy pants
pilots you
bitch.
play.
Stick together.
Take the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready.
Let him have it.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight
Stop
time.
cutting away from the gameplay. Just show.
Are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
7-second clip. That was the longest one we've gotten so far.
Stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light him up. Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships.
I have no interest in this game at all. Like none.
Good component. You need something customized. I'll take care of it.
I'm probably gonna play it.
You need
Diversity, baby. Diversity.
starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter
Bobblehead on the next one.
fight, and survive.
But they said no microtransactions at all. So.
You can dramatically change your loadout.
And apparently the game's supposed to be like $40.
Yeah.
For possibly 50.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
That was the best.
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels are marked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
I don't give a fuck.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff. First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to
this.
defend. Keep our flagships safe. It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
I'm hit.
Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors
Subversion? In a Star Wars? Oh.
This is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now.
Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
So I feel like multiplayer is probably going to be quite fun. I'm willing to bet the campaign's going to be trash.
Yeah, the campaigns are both going to be extremely short, which is why this game's only like $40. Oh, here's Madden.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports Next Level.
I like Lamar Jackson.
I think they probably could have gotten him to record his little segment on something other than his phone in like portrait mode.
I'm not afraid of anything. Not afraid to hit or get hit.
This game is the one true love.
All right. I would imagine there's not too many people in the chat that are super hyped about another Madden, another FIFA. But let me take care of a couple super chats. Just me and the keeper. Yeah. Let's see. Micah Ledwell for, I think those are Norwegian krones. Yeah, for 109 Norwegian monies. The soy agenda is way too strong this year. Wish we could get some good Star Wars games again and keep up the good work, guys. Love from Norway. Thank you very much, Mika. Appreciate that. And then we also got from Adidas Singh for £2. Greg Le Consumer Miller. That's right. So that's the Star Wars Squadrons game. That is more interesting to me than a lot of other things they've put out recently, to be honest. Just because if they do give you, because they have joystick capability for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it's intended to be played, is as a flight simulator. Which I honestly don't think you can play a flight simulator with a controller. I just don't believe you can, a true flight simulator. So that's interesting. Like the multiplayer, like you said.
Got my goggles ready for it. Oh wait.
Now, if like the idea that there's not a TIE Defender and there's not a B-wing, maybe that's future content that they're planning on. It would seem really weird for them not to have a B-wing. It's not like a B-wing's crazy. You know, you had B-wings all over the place. So I don't know. We'll see.
Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
The gameplay looked like
Greg,
poop.
And thanks, Lamar.
Thank you, Biggles.
Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you.
She looks like quite the athlete.
As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you
I was going to make a joke. Oh, God.
games like Star Wars Squadron, Apex Legends, and Command and Conquer.
What did
These
Dark
games
Side Droids
all
say?
exist.
Super chat.
Your voices are heard, and we are
Nice.
acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this
Yeah,
year.
that's what Jeremy was saying.
And further out.
Does Madden
Making new
2020 give the option to kneel for the
new
national
gameplay,
anthem? Asking
all
for a
enabled.
friend.
I would seriously find that legitimately funny. Like I wouldn't be bothered by it at all. I'd just be like, that is
I wouldn't be surprised if they take it out of the game.
well, because if they did, I can only imagine that on the team there'd be like half the staff would be sitting there thinking, "Oh, we're doing great things here. It's so good that we're doing this." Like they would be earnestly caring about the fact that that's an option in the game, and the other half would be like, "Oh my God, this is a high class meme territory we're in right now."
And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless.
Let's hope you
immersion to
can.
get you into the
Let's
race.
hope you can play as yourself in the game. I think I will be able to. I hope I don't even need to create a character.
Yeah, I was about to say, use one of the pre-built characters.
The pre-build evil white man TIE Interceptor pilot. So I'm good with that.
For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence
Ooh,
in audio.
Battlefield 6.
We
They're
are
gonna
creating
actually announce it.
at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before.
That's pretty crazy.
At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in
They
your
just showed a
hands.
white guy.
And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next.
What is this game?
It's a game that they've barely started.
Beginning.
It's a prototype game that might get canceled, but they don't have too much more to show.
The
And
future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So
even
please
people who want Titanfall 3.
together. On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off,
Titanfall 3.
one more game we would love to share.
Titanfall 3.
Cousin Darren, over to you.
Thank you. So the moment is here. We finally get to say
skate.
We're back.
Yeah.
We're doing it. Skate's happening.
Yeah,
We're
skate.
rolling. We've secretly got together. It's the beginning. The skate evolution continues. We've been waiting years, honestly, to make the right game.
Let's see the reaction.
At the right time with the right idea, and really, really pleased to say that we're here. It is really early, but
Pretty good reaction.
The playing cuz wake 'em up.
Yeah, lots of people really want Skate.
We've got
I
a lot.
was always more of a Tony Hawk guy myself. I was never really a huge fan of the Skate games, but you know, it's got an audience.
And have you be a part of it with us.
I'd say it's pretty good. Pretty positive reaction.
And all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point. The comments.
The people making Skater XL are shaking in their boots right now, though.
Commented this into existence. Amazing. Skate changed my life. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
Guys, Guys, we did it. We brought back skate. Thank you to
He
EA.
is the fakest fucking person on the internet. It's painful to listen to him.
Yeah.
So happy with my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels
Oh
like?
my god.
Imagine anyone taking this little soy-filled bitch's opinion seriously on any game review ever. You see this piece of trash being fake as fuck up there on the stage. That is why no one fucking respects you. That is why no one respects you when you tell us that The Last of Us Part 2 is an excellent fucking 10 out of 10 game. You are a bitch. You are a cuck who is sold out to the fucking industry. Fuck you, Greg Miller.
He is horrible.
Amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play. Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
His big thing that I've been hearing people requote a lot in the kind of fallout over like all the Last of Us stuff that's happened in the last little bit is I remember him when he was reacting to the end of the original Last of Us. He was like, "Oh, he's like, I get it. Like, I'm the bad guy at the end." And I'm of the mind that what Joel does at the end of the Last of Us, which I mean, I guess spoilers for the Last of Us, he saves Ellie's life kind of against her will. But he does it because he loves her like a daughter. And him saying that like, "Oh, I'm the bad guy at the end of this game" is just like, man, like that almost makes me think that you're a sociopath. Because like, if you had a child who was going to get murdered by a bunch of scientists who thought they could cure something out of their like taken over post-apocalyptic hospital, but they were going to use your daughter's brainstem to do it, you would murder your way through a hospital if you actually like cared about human beings the way they're supposed to. And I don't know. I've never subscribed to the Joel was the villain of the original Last of Us theory. And Greg's all about that one.
Yeah.
But it's probably why terrible things happening to Joel in Last of Us 2 is probably meant to be like, "Oh, yeah, cool. The bad guy got what he deserved."
AFK Bard says, "Oh my god, guys. This 10 out of 10 game has become the best romance story ever. Sometimes you just need someone who's got your back." Yes, well, that's what we clearly see. Someone took Abby from the back for sure. Thank you, AFK Bard. 21 Viceroy for $5. $5. Depressing how EA went from the coolest brand to the most lazy brand. I swear, I haven't found any EA game appealing lately. Is it me or is it them?
Probably them, although I don't remember when the EA was the coolest brand. They've always kind of been something of a meme.
Back in the day, back in the like the NBA Live days, you know, back in the like the late 90s, you know, they didn't carry that stigma with them, but and even into the early 2000s, but then they started creating monopolies and buying up brands, buying up beloved franchises, and they would fall apart. So, but at one point in time, way back in the day, for us old people, they were kind of viewed, you know, a certain light for a short period of time.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, as someone who played a ton of sports games, as someone who played Tiger Woods, who played Madden, I would typically alternate. I get Madden one year and NCAA football the next year. Like just your EA Sports. It's just a game. Right? Yep. That is iconic to me from my childhood. And you know, it is depressing kind of the stigma that they've gotten for sure. But that's it. I mean, really nothing. No big Skate 4. I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck.
They didn't show a single frame of it, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. That there's a strong possibility that Skate 4 will get canceled before anything happens with it. They didn't say that it was Skate 4. They just said Skate is back, so they might just be remastering the old games.
So they
didn't really specify anything there.
I will say too that when as they announced the Skate 4, I pulled this up just to see the dislikes because I wanted to see, and it was at 4K dislikes. It was at 4K dislikes when they announced Skate. Now it's climbing up to 13. It's almost even now. It's almost ratioed because there was like Angry Weshman says, what was the actual point of the show?
Yeah, it's almost.
It was how are we doing for time now? It was an hour-long commercial for Star Wars Squadrons, realistically. Although, to be honest, the first thing they announced was the only thing that I really cared about, which was crossplay coming to Apex.
Yeah.
And Apex isn't even a game I play that much. I just like it when crossplay gets announced for nearly anything, because I honestly think that at this point, all multiplayer games should be crossplay, not because I can play on PC and everyone can play wherever they want, although that is personally probably the biggest plus for me. It's because that is a way that multiplayer games can survive. They can hold their player base better if it's not like, okay, you guys want to play Titanfall? Okay, but everyone get it for PS4. You might not have it for the same system, but if everyone plays the game and has the game, they're sharing their progress and they can play with each other. That'll make it so that multiplayer games can hang on a lot longer than they otherwise would be able to.
Yeah, it's at 14K. It'll be ratioed, I'm quite sure. Time to hit the G&G forums. That's right, Subhuman. That's Great idea. Great idea.
And just want to Bounding in the Comments just uploaded an article about my Twitter situation. So thank you to John Trent and everybody over at Bounding. And yeah, so thank you. I know the One Angry Gamer covered it. I know Bleeding Fool reached out to me. Faking Star Wars did a top 10 reasons why I was banned. I've seen people just fucking celebrating this shit like crazy, people that hate my guts. It has been this again, the fact that so many people positively or negatively responded to this has been the best gift of all. I mean, that's unbelievable. I've had so much shit sent to me. So but the best thing about it was seeing people like Ryan and Drunk and, you know, Krista and others are just like, hell yeah, he got banned, because that's what we do. We fuck with each other. We laugh. We you know, it's not the end of the fucking world. I lost my Twitter account. I don't fucking care. Twitter is not real life. And it's not that big of a deal, but to see these people like truly celebrating it like they actually won something, it's been the best thing ever.
Yeah, so, it's like the biggest win in Twitter history, or this is the best. Like I saw somebody said like this is the best day of my life, and someone was like, "God, your life fucking sucks."
Yeah, you know, no, seriously.
And I will say for the most part, it's a bunch of people with either like Ahsoka, ironically, or like Rey or Kylo avatars that are like probably 15 or 16 that are just complete hardcore sequel trilogy fans, and they have that big of a problem that they're going out and celebrating. It's so stupid.
I don't get how someone you don't like being on Twitter affects you though. Like, why are you interacting with the person at all? I mean, I don't like Movie Bob, but do you know how many of Movie Bob's tweets I ever see? Like maybe one every couple months because Mauler shared it. Yeah, like that's the only ones I ever see. I'm not following Movie Bob.
Hey, somebody mod Siobhan. We are chaos. I don't know why she's the first time she's commenting here in a while, but we'll have to mod her. I got
I don't think my chat to catch up. But.
There's Krista says, I am Jeremy now, D-Day Krista. So
you already changed your fucking Twitch name once and it fucked up your emails. Don't do it
again. But yeah, it's been funny. But as far as this presentation, the only thing that's even halfway positive for me to take away is I guess the Apex Legends is going to be cross-platform. As someone that doesn't really like the Battle Royale style games, but I do love Respawn, I think Respawn has earned the right for me to give this game a fair shot. I've only played it like once, and it wasn't what my expectations were. Titanfall, like wall running, double jumping, and all that. So when I didn't get that, I was incredibly turned off. But Respawn has earned as high of respect from me as a game developer as I can have outside of Nintendo. So I do want to give Apex Legends another shot. So being cross-platform is good. Being on Nintendo Switch is good. So I think I'm going to give it a shot. So,
or just wait till it's cross-platform and then you can play with like me and Ryan or whoever else wants to play it. And because that game is a lot better to run in a squad than it is alone. And I've really lost my ability to play first-person shooters with a controller well.
Yes, I heard the Leia account is back. Perfect timing, just to add to the fuel. That's me.
It's clearly Jeremy's. It's clearly Jeremy's alt account. Biggles Mets for $2. I got so drunk celebrating it. # cancel Jeremy. We won. We won. Yeah, but 21 Viceroy for $2. Wait, no respect for CD Projekt Red.
I shill for GOG all the time, and they don't even pay me.
Well, no, it's not that I don't respect them. It's just for me. You know, if you're telling me who's a slam dunk for me as a fan, it's Nintendo and it's Respawn, and Respawn has a very small sample size, so to even compare them to Nintendo is kind of ridiculous. But everything they've produced has been, I mean, Titanfall 1 and 2 are two of my favorite games ever, and Fallen Order is a really good game. And Apex Legends is a big success, you know. So I don't know. I mean, how is it compare? Like, have their numbers fallen off, or have they maintained, Mark?
Apparently, they had quite an uptick in the last month, but it's really kind of 55 million, I think, is their current account base, or that is that it's kind of hard to tell because it's like, is that concurrent players? Is it Twitch views? Like, what? How are you really tracking these things? But apparently, season 5 is the biggest, which is the one they were kind of advertising here. Is the one currently ongoing, was the biggest season start since the game launched. So it's on an uptick at the very least.
Not yet. We don't have an account on Prawn Hub yet, but Lethal. If we do, Lethal Lightning will be the first person to appear. I can guarantee that. So
we hear who's Lethal's having on his stream.
Yeah, I heard about that. He called me about it. He's like, "Is it okay if we mention Geeks and Gamers?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." He's like, "I just want to make sure." He's like, "That's."
It's the director of the Captain Marvel parody movie.
Doesn't he do all of them? Like all the kind of big budget porn parodies? Like
I don't know if he does all of them, but he's the most well-known person. I haven't watched all of them, despite many people's but despite my attempts. Lethal says on it. So there he is.
Well, I think it was Lethal that was telling me that he's like known as the guy who does those movies, those films, really. Let's call them
real quick. We are 81 members from hitting 2,500 on the site signed up. People signed up.
Oh,
incredible!
Nice.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, excuse me. Nice, good job, guys. Good job getting the traffic over there. Stressing out the guys working on it, but that's a good thing because we've got so much traffic. So. But I think that's pretty much it. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we finish this?
No, I mean, we're gonna be playing Rocket League over on Ryan's Twitch channel tonight. I know I'll be there. Krista will be there. I think Uche, Frank, one of our webmasters, is actually gonna play tonight. We'll probably have a few more people hop in, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Love Rocket League. Rocket League's great.
Pretty sure Jay and Tugs are gonna be there as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it should be good. We're gonna actually get to play some Rocket League. Not like last night. So
if we'd done that last night, I might not have become enraged.
Well, we had a great night. My PlayStation controller is broken because of Rocket League, so it probably doesn't matter. It's not broken; it works. It just shakes a lot. But yeah. But thanks, guys, for being here. We are going to be playing on Twitch, on my Twitch channel, at 11 p.m. Eastern, so a little bit later for you guys, but should be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Mark. Thanks for Jeremy for sitting and watching this boring ass show. These always be disappointments.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the super chats, all the support. We do appreciate that. Again, a lot is going to, as the site continues to grow, it will change the approach to a lot of the things we do at Geeks and Gamers for the good. It's not to say we're not going to stop doing what we do. We're just going to try to give you more of it, But yeah, thank you so much. Really, really happy with the direction we're moving in, the support of all the channels, Park Hoppin', Sports Wars. Ryan has just been killing it. Congrats to hitting 100,000 views on a video for the first time ever on that channel, Ryan. And, obviously the main channel's continuing to do what it does. And yeah, I'm really happy for the future.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for being here. We will talk to you later. Hope to see some of you on the Twitch stream. And the RK3PO show is coming up on my YouTube channel in about an hour from now. So stay tuned for that. It should be fun. I don't really know what we're going to talk about yet. So it'll be good. Thanks. We will talk to you later. Peace.